Okay, you guys, it's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. It is also the first day of May. Today is May 1, 2020. Make sure you're using this packet April 27th to 30th. It should really be April 27th to May 1. And flip all the way to Friday. You can just see that I've done my staples, which I don't recommend doing, to be honest, at home. I would recommend keeping everything stapled together. Okay, but we're on Friday, May 1st, 2020. So let's go through what we're going to be doing today. Today, somebody at home is going to give you a spelling test. If there is nobody at home to give you your spelling test, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read out all of your 10 words. If I go too fast, you just simply pause me as you're writing the word, and then you can hit play again once you have finished writing the word, okay? Or like I said, you can get somebody at home to read the words out loud to you. Either way. Okay, but if you're having me read the words, here we go. Number 1 is noble. Number 2 is no. And that's the no, like the opposite of yes. Number 3, male. Number 4, female. Number 5, baby. Number 6, basic. Number 7, bacon. Number 8, late. Number 9, relate. Number 10, return. Okay, and then you can check your own work and give yourself your score right here, okay? Alrighty, so your word list, if you are using your sight words from your homework folder, you would have somebody at home test you on those sight words and then write the words that you still need to practice here. But we did not include the sight words in our packet, so if you haven't been studying your sight words, then I would just move on past this assignment. Okay, these copies did not come out very well, so I'm going to read all of these to you, and if you need to rewrite them, then you can, of course, all right? So we're going to do a practice assessment, and then you have your actual assessment. So it says, in part 1, you should check yes if the contraction is written correctly, and check no if the contraction is written incorrectly. So the first one says you are equals Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, and that is correct. Okay, so now I'm going to read what these say, but I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm just going to read how it's written in case you can't see it very well, and then you can check correct or incorrect. So number 2 says it is, and it's saying it is should be written I-T-S apostrophe. Is that right? Actually, what I'll do is I'll rewrite them here, and that should help you. All right, so you're going to check, is that written correct or incorrect? Number 3, we are is we're. Is that correct or incorrect? Number 4 is are not. Is the same as aren't. So is that correct or incorrect? And number 5, we will is the same as W-E-L apostrophe L. Is that correct or incorrect? Okay. Part B, the directions say fill in the correct contraction. And the word here that's hard to see is do not for number 6. So that changes to don't. The number 7 is cannot. So you're going to write cannot as a contraction. And number 8 is we will. And you're going to write the contraction for we will. Part C says write a sentence using contractions for the words listed below. Circle the contraction in the sentence that you wrote. So in number 9, you should write the contraction for I am. And in number 10, you should write the contraction for it is. Or write a sentence using those contractions, okay? All right, your assessment follows the same format. So actually it looks like Yeah, actually it looks like we accidentally might have copied the same one. Let's see. No, it's a little different. It's a little different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write what you should be able to see here because the copy is just really not good. But is this correct for do not? Is that correct? Is that the correct contraction for cannot? Is that the correct contraction for I am? Is that the correct contraction for are not? Is that correct Is that the correct contraction for we will? Okay, on this line, you need to write the contraction for you are. On this line, you need to, oh gosh, I can't even see what that's supposed to be. This one is we are, I can see that. So for this one, why don't you just write the contraction for let us? And I think that actually might be it. Okay. So down below, you're going to write two sentences, one using the contraction for the two words do not, and one using the contraction for you will. Okay? All right, and remember, pause. If you need to pause this to help you, then please do that. That function is there for a reason. Okay, so we're going to go on to looking at our math. And you've got, oh wow, you've got a lot of math today, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how you should be going through each section because sometimes these can be a little bit confusing with directions. And you need to make sure it's very important that you show your work for this, okay? So for number one, there's 3 problems, but you should be working your problems out in this space and then drawing a line to the answer. Same thing here. It's asking, is the answer correct? Yes or no? Okay, well, here they actually do the work for you, so you just need to check, but there is going to be some carrying, so you should be still doing some work on these. And then choose yes or no. You can either circle it or you can fill in your bubbles. Number 3 says Hector has $1, 2 quarters, 1 dime, 3 nickels, and 1 penny. You must draw out what this looks like here and then add your total together. All right, under each picture, write the total amount of money so far and then write the total using your dollar sign. So we have a quarter, a quarter, a quarter. Even if you can't see these, you have your numbers written above. So 3 quarters and 3 dimes. And notice how they're adding as it goes. So 25 cents is 1 quarter, 50 cents is 2 quarters because we added 25 and 25. On this line, you're gonna put the total of 3 quarters, okay? And then here would be all 3 quarters and a dime. And then give us the total at the bottom. Here, we want you to round the number to the nearest 10, and you may use a drawing. So for example, for number 22, if I write out on a number line, here's 22. So 22 would be rounded to 20 because it's closer to 20 than it is 30. So there's an answer there. All right. So that's what they mean when they say you can do a drawing. All right. At the bottom, it says round each number to the nearest 10, then add or subtract the rounded number and circle the answer that is the best estimate. So I am going to do number 9 for you. It says 2 plus 6, which is 8. And then I don't have to carry anything. 3 plus 1 is 4, 48. Is 48 closer to 30 or 50? And it's definitely closer to 50. So that's how you're going to do 10 through 12. All right. Okay, next section. It says, do you need to ungroup to subtract? Choose yes or no. So remember when we have to go to our neighbors and borrow, that's what it's asking. Are you having to go to your neighbor and borrow anything for these? And all you have to do, this one's kind of easy because you don't even have to work it out. You just need to hit click or rather circle in yes or no if you have to borrow. And boys and girls, just be very careful here. This problem does not say 9 minus 0. This says 0 minus 9. That sometimes trips us out. Okay, and then 14 through 16 you should be familiar with because these are your two-step problems that we've been working on the last 2 days. Make sure you use your highlighter or a crayon if you need to. Number 17, Brad subtracts 65 from 151. Should he follow the steps listed below? Choose yes or no. The best way to work this out, you guys, is to actually go through the problem first before you even come down here. So you want to work that out and then you would want to answer. Ungroup is the same as borrow. Same as borrow. Okay? All right, number 18, Jeff wants to buy a baseball card for $1.52. Show 2 ways that he could pay for the baseball card. So there's going to be different ways that you could use with your money, and you're going to notate that here. And then we have to work out the problem, subtract 38 from 57. So that's 57 minus 38, and explain all the steps that you used here. And finally, you should be doing your final draft. So at this point, you're going to take your rough draft from 2 days ago, and you've done all your editing and revising, and you're going to make, this is going to be your final copy. This will be the copy that you will put on your refrigerator once you are done with your final draft. So it's fixing up your sloppy copy and making any corrections as far as your editing and revising went yesterday. Okay? All right, you guys, all of your answers will be posted on Class Dojo for you to check as well. I hope you have a really great weekend and you're able to help your family at home do something with cleaning up or getting some chores done. And I hope that you're being very nice to your brothers and sisters and getting outside as well, because that's good for your brain and for your heart. All right, you guys, I miss you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.